हम स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का सेशन। बेसिकली हमारा इंटायर एक्सेल की ट्रेनिंग टोटल 14 लेक्चर में कवर होगी, 14 सेशन में कवर होंगे। फर्स्ट 7 इनिशियल के जो सेशन होंगे उसमें मैं बेसिक के बारे में बताऊंगा, बेसिक एक्सेल के बारे में बताऊंगा, एंड बाद के जो 7 सेशन होंगे उसमें आपको एडवांस्ड एक्सेल के बारे में बताया जाएगा। सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग कुछ बेसिक छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जो मैं आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करना चाहता हूँ। एक्सेल एक ऐसी चीज है जिसका कोई लिमिट नहीं है। उसको आप जितना अपने हिसाब से एक्सप्लोर करोगे उतना ज्यादा आपकी लर्निंग होगी। ये आपकी नीड पे डिपेंड करता है और आपके इंटरेस्ट पे डिपेंड करता है कि आप कितने इंथुजियास्टिक हो चीजों को सीखने के लिए। पहली चीज। दूसरी चीज ये है कि अभी हम बिल्कुल बेसिक से शुरू करेंगे। मैं ये जूम कर रहा हूँ कि कोई बिल्कुल फ्रेश बंदा आता है, उसको कुछ भी नहीं पता है एक्सेल का। अगर वो आज से काम करना शुरू करता है तो वो कैसे स्टार्ट करेगा और उसको कैसे चीजों को समझना चाहिए। इसको ना मैंने सेगमेंट वाइज डिवाइड कर रखा है कि एक्सेल के ड्यूरिंग दीज 7 डेज हम एक्सेल के ऑलमोस्ट सारे जो फंक्शंस है, वो रिलेवेंट फंक्शंस है जो हमारे डे टू डे लाइफ में काम आती है, ऑफिस में काम आती है, उसको हम सीखेंगे। पहले हम स्टार्ट करते हैं। आई थिंक आप सबको स्क्रीन दिख रहा होगा जो मैंने एक्सेल की स्क्रीन शेयर करी है। ये हमारा एक तरीके से वर्कशॉप रहेगा, ये एक्सेल सीट। इसमें हम सब कुछ करेंगे और आप लोगों को दिखाएंगे। पहले हम समझते हैं कि एक्सेल की कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या है, किस चीज को क्या बोलते हैं, हमें किस तरह की जरूरत, हमारी नीड क्या होगी, तो हमें उस टास्क को कंप्लीट करने के लिए कहाँ से कौन सा कमांड ढूंढना है और उसको अप्लाई करना है। पहले हम एक्सेल की कॉन्फ़िगरेशन को समझते हैं। लेट्स फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड द कंपोजिशन ऑफ द एक्सेल. So once we will be able to understand the composition, then we will see each and every functions under the every segment. So you can see for better understanding, if you will concentrate on my mouse, then you will be able to understand better. So this is at the top left of the Excel. This is called toolbar. Then after toolbar, you can see this is at the top of Excel sheet. इस एक्सेल फाइल का नाम है दैट इज कॉल्ड टाइटल बार। जब भी आप कोई फाइल ओपन करते हैं तो उसका नाम हमेशा टाइटल बार पे दिखता है। देन अर्लियर जो पुराने एक्सेल थे उसमें क्या होता था कि उस ड्रॉप डाउन मेनू जैसा होता था हर एक कमांड को करने के लिए, बट जो एडवांस वर्जन ऑफ एक्सेल आ रहा है उसमें टैब्स आ रहे हैं। पहले हम डिस्कस करते हैं टैब को। अब फाइल टैब में डिफरेंट ऑप्शंस है। सबसे पहला ऑप्शन है, फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज इन्फो। बाय यूजिंग दिस ऑप्शन वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हेन दिस फाइल वाज क्रिएटेड, एट व्हाट time, when modified, which version of the Excel. So this is basically to trace the source of that Excel file and not much relevant for our day-to-day activity. Then we come to the new option. So this new option is for when you are working in one Excel and if you want to open another Excel at the same point of time. So if you will go to the file menu, then you will click on new, then you will be able to open another Excel file, blank Excel file. You can start working on that. Then other one is open. So this option is basically for if you are working on one Excel file and if you want to open any previous Excel file which you require in the mid of work, if you are doing something and you need some other information that you have already previously worked, so you can open that file using this open command. I'll be sharing the shortcut at the end of the session. Then come to save. So this is very relevant and important function in Excel because every time we work for many hours and sometimes it happens that we lose our data because we do not save our data. So I have seen many instances like this. So in this I will explain little bit in detail. So whenever we will be working on any Excel file, we will using this command in frequently 5 minutes, 10 minutes or 20 minutes to save our workings. Alternatively, we have another option. We can keep this function on auto mode. So for keeping this function on auto mode, you can do one thing. In the same file menu, you can go to options and you will see the save, and you can set timing in every 2 minutes or 3 minutes your Excel file will auto save. So I think this is very helpful for everyone, and we should reduce the timing. Here it is 10 minutes. So if I have worked for 10 minutes on any important task, and if I have not saved that task, and if I lose that working, so it becomes difficult to recover that. So isko hum kam kar sakte hain. We can keep it to 3 to 4 minutes is idle. Click on OK. Now after every 3 minutes, your Excel work will be working on auto mode to save your workings. Then come to save as. So this command is basically used like if you are working on one file, and if you don't like, I received one file from client for working, and I started working on that. Suddenly I thought like I must keep the previous version also, the original version that I have received from client, and I wish to work on the on the another version of that file. So in that case, you can use this command. Let's suppose I have received this detail and I have like make workings and all on this file. So what I will do, I will click file menu, then I will click on save as and browse. This is for the location, for selecting the location where you want to save this file. So you can choose the path. I am choosing desktop. This file 123 you can save, and you have multiple options. Like you can save as a PDF or XML or binary. Sometimes we use binary for the large, like the file which contains the large volume data. Let's suppose we receive any Excel file and which has like 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 line item. So in that, the size of that Excel file is very big, like 30 MB, 40 MB. And whenever you will be opening that file, you will find difficulty there. So once I will save this file as a Excel binary book, so it will automatically reduce that file size with the same data, same everything is the same, but the size of the file will be reduced. So you can use it as per your need. Then there is a print command. I hope this is everyone has used this command. So I'll be discussing this command later also for like how to like do page setup, how to like select the page type like A4, A3, how to use portrait mode like vertical, horizontal, scaling, margin. I will be discussing later in detail. Then there is the option of share. So this command will be helpful for those who are using Outlook. So generally what happens, like I am working and I feel that I must share it to client. I must share this data to client. So what happens for sharing the data to client? What I do, I save this file on a particular location where like my working, I used to keep my working, and then I copy that file and attach to Outlook, and then I send to file to client. But in this command help us to directly send this file to client. In my case, see, share email, then send as a attachment. And once you will click on send as attachment, it will automatically attach on your Outlook. Then you can just type email, or you can enter the email ID and you can send it to client. Yes, see this. So I hope this command is clear to everyone. This is very helpful, like to reduce the like time taken by us and to improve the efficiency. Then another command is close. This is to close the file where you are like file on which you are working. If you want to close this file, then you can click on file menu, then you can close. So there are shortcuts for almost every function command. There are shortcuts for every function and commands in Excel. So like I will be sharing the shortcuts for almost all relevant commands. So another is accounts, not much relevant, and options. So this is basically, you can say it is a control room. So this is the place where you can customize almost your tab, functions, commands, everything. So I'll be discussing this also parallelly throughout the all sessions, because like it wherever it will be linking to some tab, then I will be explaining it in detail. So now come to the home tab. For understanding, like, I thought how should I start to like explain in better way. Sometime I used to do some, like I was working, sometime I used to work on some Excel, and then what happens, like we need some formatting, customization, and we start wondering where to find the command to solve our query, to complete the task. So सिंपल एक एग्जांपल देता हूं मैं, कि अगर मैं कुछ काम कर रहा हूं और मेरे को अब इसमें ना अभी इसको फॉर्मेटिंग करना है, ऊपर में मेरे को कलर करना है, या फिर मेरे को टेबल हटाना है या टेबल लगाना है, सो फॉर दैट हम सोचते हैं कि हम क्या करें, हम ढूंढने लग जाते हैं. सो हमने उसको समझने के लिए ना, अब ब्रॉडर समझ लो तो आप अच्छे से एक्सप्लोर कर पाओगे. सो फर्स्ट इज क्लिपबोर्ड. मेरे माउस को ध्यान दीजिएगा, प्लीज कंसंट्रेट ऑन माय माउस. सो फर्स्ट इज क्लिपबोर्ड. अगर आपको कुछ कट, कॉपी, पेस्ट, फॉर्मेट पेंटर कमांड जैसे यूज करना है, then you can refer this clipboard. Then another relating to font like bold, italic, underline, font change, font size, then superscript, subscript, color. So you can find in this with this like font tab. Then alignment, like if you want to adjust the alignment. So every task, like every function relating to alignments, you will be able to get it. Then number, like if you are working on number, and if you want to like convert to percentage, if you want to like count, and the decimal वगैरह वगैरह. So you can use this. So it depends on your need. So I am like giving you the, you can explore every function, every command in detail. Then a style. This is for like a cell on which working. If you want put some formatting, some restrictions, some table style, then you can this segment. Then other segment is cell segment. Here, if like, let's suppose cell में क्या क्या जरूरत, what could be our need in cell, like insert cell, delete cell, ये सब हमारी जरूरतें हो सकती है. So for that you can refer here the cell segment. Then last one is the editing segments. Like इसमें कुछ special command है that I will be discussing at the last of this session. So first let's begin with the home tab and clipboard segment. So here our first option is copy. So basically when we need some duplicate information, like if you want to copy the same information from one source and we want to paste that destination on other source, then we can use this. Like let's suppose I have to copy this one. So I will select this one. We can select in both way, like we can select it using a mouse, and we can also select it using keyboard. Mouse के लिए you need to like press the left click and then drag, and if you want to select these cells using keyboard, then you need to press shift and keep pressing shift and then click up, down, left, right where you want to select. So let's suppose I want to copy this data, and click here, select here, then click copy and then paste here. Paste. So see, now copy is and cut is in active mode, but paste is not in active mode. Why? Because we have not copied anything. Once we will copy or cut anything, then paste will be will be automatically coming to the paste active mode. See this, cut, then paste will be on active mode. So copy is used basically when you want to copy the data, and cut is used basically we want to move one data from one cell or one sheet or one file from one destination to another destination. Then the third one is format printer. It is very useful command. Let's understand this command with practical example. Let's suppose we have the same data. We have the same data, but now we want that the same heading format should be copied here also. So we can do one thing. We can select the destination, the source from where we want to copy the format or everything. So using this command, like this command, copy the format from one source and paste the formatting to the destination. So in our case, see the first table and the second table, table 1 and table 2. So if you want to copy the format of table 1, then we need to select the copy. We need to select the table 1, then format printer, and then select the table 2. See, so you can paste entire format from source to destination using this command. I hope it is clear. You will be more clear once you will be using this command at your own. If then you will find any difficulty, then I will definitely help you. Then let's move to the other segment, that is font. This segment is also very important because sometimes we think that like our entire typing should be in one font, size should be smaller or bigger. It should be in, sometimes we need the data in bold, italic, underline, like that. So we will be discussing everything one by one. So let's suppose I want that my table should be in Times New Roman. So I'll click here and then I'll type Times New Roman. Times New Roman, Cambria, Calibri are the generic format that we people use. And for your information, like if we need to use Hindi font, then like we have to insert some add-ins, like one popular font called Kurti Dev, used for Hindi version also. Maybe this may be helpful for Japanese client, like they may be using some kanji font or something like that. Yes. So now come to like font size. So let's suppose if I want to increase the font size of the selected cell, then I need to just put here 12, 13. And for using both this font and font size, I am giving you one shortcut. You may write like you have either you can like select cell where you want to apply this command and you can go do it manually. Otherwise, you can do one thing like press Alt D F F. If you want to be able to write, nobody, I'll be sharing at the end of the session. So let's suppose I have to change the font and I don't want to use mouse. So I'll press Alt H F F. Then this cell will be get activated. Then I just need to type here Times New Roman and enter. Alt H F F. Area. You can enter. Similar font size. See, Alt is common in both, and for font you can use F, and for font size you can use S. So let's suppose I have to like increase the font size, so that Alt H F S. Then come to this bold command. So basically this is used when you want to highlight something, or if you want to like bold the header or footer of the working, or anything in your Excel sheet which on which you want to seek attention of the like viewer, then you need to use this command. You use this command, and let's suppose I have to like in table number 1, see, it looks like all the fonts are with the same size and like similar, but this is something different. This is in defining the like entire table. So we want this heading in bold, so we can select the heading and then we can click on bold. We can do it with the help of shortcut also, Control B. If you will press once, then it will be bold, and when next time you will press Control, it will come to normal. Then another one is italic. So this is basically use similar purpose, like when you are writing any comments or something like that, you want any particular data, cell or line in italic font, then you can do it. Let's suppose I want this in italic. So you can select and you can click here, italic. Okay, you can also do apply this command using shortcut like Control I is for italic. Once you will press Control I, then it will be italic, and again next time you will press, then it will be come to like previous version. And more thing, you can also like make the partial data in one cell in a bold or italic. Let me show you. Let's suppose I want to make that D in bold and other in italic. So like, I can do like that. I need to click on this cell, then I need to select this D and then click on bold. And for remaining, if I want in italic, then you can use like that. So you can use according to your need. Then come to the next command, that is underline. So basically we use this command for totaling and all. Like let's suppose here it is, and here there is no table, and I want to underline this. So I can click here, underline. Basically, this will not underline the cell. This will underline the content of that particular cell. here. You can see by using this content in your cell. So here there is a two option. One is underline, one is a double underline. Let's suppose I click here double underline. So you will be able to get this double underline. So I hope previous all commands are clear to you. Now come to the table. So this is the most useful command and mostly used command that we finance people use in our day-to-day working. So using this command, wherever you want, we want put a table, we need to select those criteria or like those data. And then you have a various options. Sorry, bottom. So border. So you have a various option like you want border under the bottom, top, left, right, no border, all border, outside border, thick border. It depends on you, on your need. So I am beginning with the first one. I will be like showing you the every options available here. So if I click here on bottom, see only on the bottom of this table there is a border, otherwise no border. Then next one is top, similar, left is also similar, right, no border. If you don't, if you like, no, if you do not want any border, then we can click on this. Then all border. Then if you want like outside border only. So for using this command, you need to like remove all the border. Let's suppose I wish that our outer side should be covered from border and inside the table there should be no border, no lining. Then we can use this command, outside border. So you can see only outside border. Inside the table there is a no lining or border. There is another option, thick border, that generally we used when we prepare the invoice in Excel. Then we use that. Like, let me show you this. Thick. So whenever next time you need to apply border on your data on your working, so you will be able to find it here. Even you can draw border also. This is basically little advanced. Like on the basic level, you don't need these things. Then come to next. So this is come to this fill. So this using this command we can fill the color in cell. Like let's suppose this the color of this cell should be green. We can select. If we like we do not find any color that is relevant to us, then we can also click on more color. Gives an option to us. We can customize according to our need. Click here. Then you can also like adjust the contrast as per your need. There is a standard also, like we can also select from here. Click on OK. So with the help of this, you can fill the color in cell. And then to the next. So this is basically for font color. Let's suppose I don't want this color in font. Like I want black for all the font. So I should select all the data where I want to apply the color. Then click here. Then automatic. Or we can select black also. Black and automatic. Both are almost same. So just to like reduce our time and improve efficiency, Alt H and just like that. So you won't be, I believe, like I understand you won't be see like how I am using keyboard, but whenever you be using this command, you can like do like, see, we can use every command without the help of mouse. We can use every command with the help of Excel. So let me also explain you how it works. So let's suppose I have to use this color cell command, fill color command. Okay. So I need to click here. If I don't wish to click here, I don't wish to use mouse. Then how we can use this command. So let's suppose I need to apply color on this selected cell. So first I have explained you that these are the like I have divided this session like in the various segments module. So currently we are discussing home tab. In home tab we are discussing the second font. Okay, so first I need to reach to this font segment, then we will be able to apply the fill color. So how we will be able to reach there? So we can use alt command to activate the entire tab. So once I will press alt command on my laptop, I can see that my home is activated now. Once my home is activated, then I have to go to like under home tab for different segments. So I want to enter in home tab. So now I need to press H. Why H? Because it is giving suggestion here that if you will press H, you will be entering in this home tab. Once I will press, then you can see that every function under this command is activated. Now I have to use color. For using color, again, it is showing that you need to press H to be here. So once I will press H, then I am here. And now I want to select any color, so you can use navigation key. Page up, down, left, right. Navigation key, you can apply the color according to your need. So like we have, I have been using frequently this. So Alt HH, then you can use select using navigation key, and for removing these color, you can use Alt HH N. Why? Because here it is giving the suggestion N for no fill. I don't want any fill in this cell. Then you can press Alt HH N. So similar situation is with font color also. Let's suppose I have to apply font color on the selected area. For that, I need to press Alt, then H. Then here it is giving suggestion FC. So we don't need to press FC in one shot. Like we can press FC. It will first you press F, then C. Let me show it. Alt H. Now it's giving suggestion FC. Don't need to like press FC in one shot with the two fingers. Just one. We need to use only one finger. F, then C. You will be able to reach here. Okay, then you can select the color according to your need. So basically these are the practical thing. Whenever you will be implementing practically, it will like it will be more beneficial to you. It will improve your efficiency, and it will also reduce the task. So A and here you can see the two command. This is basically to increase the font size. Like if you want to ad hoc increase the font size, like step by step, it is kind of control plus and control minus like that. So we can click here, see. I'm clicking here and font size is increasing. I want to decrease and click. So basically this works like a zoom in or zoom out. You can also use this using that shortcut like Alt H, then C, FG and FK. Once you press FG, sorry, it will reduce like one step back. Then now come to the third alignment. So here we have option to adjust the alignment. Let's suppose this data is centered aligned. You can see like it also shows that in which alignment your data is. It is upward, middle, down, left, right, indent. So we can adjust using this command. Let's suppose I want every data should be left aligned. You can click here, left, then right, then center, up, middle, and down. So it depends on your need, like in which format you want data and in which alignment you want data, you can use according to it. And this orientation. So orientation command basically use if you want to like move your cell data in a particular direction. Let me show you with the practical how it works. So let's suppose I want to move this data in different orientation. So I need to click here. See how it appears. Like that. So it depends like which kind of, in which format we need data. We can adjust according to our need. Further, I would like to explain a little bit in this. So if I want to like set alignment or border or something like that, then we can also use like this. You can select the area where we want to apply, then click on format cell. Wait. See, now you can see many options are there. Section, fill, like color, borders, font, alignment. Here you can see like if you want text in this direction, then you can click on it. Okay. We can use the same command with the help of format cell also. So in Excel, you can do one task in a different way, but since we are discussing the very basic, so I will not go to the detail. I will go to detail on later day. Then this is wrap text. Like, let me see how this wrap text works. Let's suppose I write something like very like longer statement, and our cell is not properly showing the. You can see the text size is big than the existing cell size. So if we want like should be in only within that cell, then we can use this wrap text command. So now you can see this is within the. Then another command is merge and merge center. So basically this command is used to merge the cell. Let me show you how it works. Let's suppose I don't want all the headings. I just want one heading. And I want to merge the entire cell in one. So I should come here. You can see all the three cells are merged to one. And another command is merge and center. So basically what happens when we merge cell, then it merge the different cell, and when we click on merge and center, then whatever we will be writing the cell, it will show like center indent. Let me show you X, Y, Z. So you can see that the indent is center. Let me show it again. So this time I am merging cell, merge cell. And if I write X, Y, Z, no. So generally what happens, like when you use merge and center, it always comes with the like center alignment. Then let's move to the next command, that is number. So here we have a different option for the formatting of number or converting numbers and dates and all. Let's suppose like let's discuss one by one. So here you can see there are number of command, endless command. You can select general format, you can select number format, you can select currency format also. I selected currency format, then it is showing in dollar. Then accounting, this is accounting format. So basically these are numbers and some data only. Timing format. So this is timing format. C. So there are a number of commands in this segment. Like it depends on like your need. So basically, if you want to, if you need like a conversion of normal number to dollar, percentage, rupees, or you want to like round, you want that your figure should appear in round. So you can use this segment. Like let me show you. By clicking here, you can increase the number after decimal and after decimal. Similarly, like if you want a comma style, then you can click here. If you want percentage, you can click here. If you want dollar, then you can click here. So there are a number of things, but it all depends on what you need and how you apply it. Then come to next segment. This is a style and conditional formatting. So basically here you will able to format your table according to your need, and there are some predefined style also given in this, like format table as you can see this style, you can apply any style. Once we click on that command, then gives us option to the table. So in our case, it has automatically selected the table, but we can also select it manually by clicking here. Let's suppose I don't want to select this one. I want to select this one. Select this one and click. Then okay. Then cell style. You can also change cell style using this. You need to select the cell where you want to apply a style. Then you can click here. See, there are number of predefined style is given. You can use it. Then come to next command. Next segment, that is cell segment. It is very important. I'll be discussing this very short in today because we are lacking with time. 10:53 is, we have already reached 10:53. So in this, we have three options: insert, delete, and format. So using this, you can insert cell, sheet, row, column. We have four options. We can insert cell, we can insert row, we can insert column, and we can insert. So first three, let me show you quickly. Let's suppose I want to insert column here. So you need to move where you want to insert the column. Let's suppose I want to insert column here. So then I will click insert, then column. I want to insert row here. Then you can place here, insert, then click on row. Let's suppose I don't want to insert row or column. I just want to insert cell. So what happens when you insert cell? It asks you that whether you want to, where you want to move the existing cell, up, down, left, right. So in our case, like I have selected a shift cell down. So you can see it has inserted new cell and it has like shifted the existing cell down. Then insert seat. So basically, generally, when you open Excel, you can see that there are like 3 seats generally default. Then if you want to insert more seats, then you can click insert, then insert seat. You can insert n number of seats using this. Then similarly is for delete, like delete cell, delete row, delete column, delete seat. Then other one is format. So this is basically more or less similar to the previous, but it relates to the cell size, width, and other commands also. I'll be discussing this in detail tomorrow. Then come to the next segment. So I'll be discussing only 2 commands in next segment, and remaining we will be discussing tomorrow. So first, let's discuss the sum total. So basically, this is a function, not a formula. Whenever we use Excel, we have a two-way to make calculation. One is a function and other is a formula. The basic difference between function and formula is function is like it is automated, it is predefined, preset, and formula like we define the criteria, we select the like different things, we apply using the plus command. So let me show you how it works. Let's suppose I want the total of the above. So I need to select the range for which I need total. And then I will click on auto sum. You can see we can find result at the bottom of this table. Then I hope this is clear. We can also use this command using shortcut. Like whenever you will be pressing Alt with plus, you need to keep pressing Alt, then press plus. It will give you the auto sum in one shot. Then last for the day, that is fill command. So how it works? Let's suppose I want to fill the same data in left, right, or top or bottom. So right. Here I want to fill the data which is already written in the right of this cell. Use this command fill, then right. Let's suppose here it is 10 and I want fill the data. Then let's suppose here it is 15, it is 1. So if I want down, fill, then down, then fill, then up. Then there is the option of justify. So basically, Justify does not works on number format. It works on other than number formats. So number formats, it generally used right alignment only. So I hope we have understand some basic commands. I'm not sure my speed was very fast or not. You can like give feedback so that we can plan tomorrow session. And I will request all to like go through the each command under this segment, and you must apply it from yourself. Until and unless you will not apply it from yourself, you won't be able to run faster. So that's all from my side for today. We will continue this session tomorrow. Thank you so much.